The Clinton Foundation is bogus. According to the Daily Caller, FBI agents raided the home of a recognized Department of Justice whistleblower who privately delivered documents pertaining to the Clinton Foundation and Uranium One to a government watchdog. This according to the whistleblower's attorney. The Justice Department's Inspector General was informed that the documents show that federal officials failed to investigate potential criminal activity regarding former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, the Clinton Foundation, and Rosatom, the Russian company that purchased Uranium One. What's happening here is that it looks like the Department of Justice is doing everything it can to bury this investigation in Don Huber to look at if they're going after the whistleblower. They're raiding the whistleblower's home. They're not a lawyer who was named by the former Attorney General Jeff Sessions and other nefarious acts engaged in by the Clintons. This headline: FBI raids home of Clinton Foundation whistleblower. The Caller, an exclusive report, vision into the Clinton Foundation is bogus. According to the Daily, agents raided the home of a recognized Department of Justice whistleblower who privately delivered documents pertaining to the Clinton Foundation and Uranium One. The documents show that federal officials failed to investigate potential criminal activity regarding former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, the Uranium One. The investigation that Jeff Sessions named John Huber to look at if they're going after the whistleblower's home. They're not raiding people that work for the. They're also raiding Deutsche Bank, and that Mueller is fabricating here is going, and where it's going has nothing to do with what the American people. This isn't about tampering with votes. This isn't about Russian collusion. Is not conducting a criminal investigation. He is conducting an opposition research operation that's no different than a Democrat Party or an opposing political party would run against on a opposing candidate. Think, no, Mueller is not going to do that. Mueller is just going to lay out the case, and it'll be with him. Is expressly trying to get Donald Trump thrown out of office. I think that's where this is headed. I will guarantee you that over half, maybe 75% of the American people think this is about the Russians tampering with votes and stealing the election and Trump being complicit. So when they watch the media report, bad day for Trump, when they see the media say, oh, these people are turning on Trump, they're thinking the special counsel has information that may prove the 2016 election was invalid. Guarantee you that's what they're thinking. That's why this is such an outrage. The investigation has come up truly empty on its central charge, collusion with Russian government. They're now trying to find somebody, anybody, and threats of indictments that are being used to get guilty pleas to make the president seem like an obstructor or co-conspirator. So when does somebody stand up and accuse them of this instead of analyzing this like it's an ongoing legitimate legal proceeding? And I think what Mueller's doing next is trying to assemble this and doing that as though it's a legitimate legal proceeding. Pure and simple. That's Mark Penn. There's much more to this, but that's enough to set the table. Okay, to the phone. Proceeding. And Trump's first team of lawyers had no idea what they were up against. Here they thought they were equals. More than pond scum to these people. Going to be more than pond scum to these people. Policemen as that stop-at-nothing pit bull and a group of Democrat-leaning lawyers, all donors to the Hillary campaign, even represented the Clintons, had the obstruction of justice charge ready to go on day one. They have tampering. It's never been about that. They've been lying to everybody with the help of the media about that. But right out of the Ted Stevens trial, and these are people who have asked their own star witnesses to lie on the witness stand, including in the Ted Stevens case. This is really... It's so beyond the pale that it is almost beyond believability. People just are not going to believe that the Department of Justice could be this corrupt. It's an institution that's considered to be anything but that. Spiral out of control. They thought they were equals. Trump's president. He won the election. We're all lawyers here. We know the game, they said. But as equals, that they would be able to talk to the special counsel's lawyers as equals. What they're up against. Bush Republicans never knew what they were up against. Some of the time. And Rudy's the closest thing to a pit bull Trump has. Premise, but notice Rosenstein knowingly violated Justice Department regulations and did not specify a crime. There are limits placed on Mueller. He was free to go anywhere, spend whatever it took, search of, or in creation, manufacture of. With Cohen pleading this and lying here, telling the truth there, and Stone and Corsi and Manafort and whatever. This is about the Russians tampering with votes and stealing the election and Trump being complicit. And they see the media say, oh, these people are turning on Trump. They're thinking the special counsel has information that may prove the 2016 election was invalid. That's why this is such an outrage. With Russian government, they're now trying to find somebody, anybody, who had any contact with Julian Assange through the indictments and threats of indictments that are being used to get guilty pleas or conspirator. They are literally creating the crime. So when